Gullah Geechee culture. Who's heard that before? Okay, one person. Cool. We have Chef BJ Dennis. I'm gonna read this little piece that I read last night at the thing. I got a little hot, so I took a piece of barely read last night. So I'm gonna read it again. I wrote this article in 2016, and it was specifically talking about Gullah Geechee culture. And the title of it is called "These Chefs and Farmers Are Preserving Gullah Food Culture." The keepers of Black Southern coastal communities share their insight about retaining their culture in the face of significant change. Food is central to the Gullah way of life. For over 250 years, distinctive places along the eastern edge of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida have maintained a culture called Gullah or Geechee. The families living in these seaside towns and on the barrier islands of the coast practice traditions that are linked to West Africa through language, religion, and arts. Customs that travel the transatlantic slave trade are still present in the area. Agricultural traditions remain strong, and many African American low country kitchen tables remain covered with sweetgrass baskets, a word to remember, shellfish, bottom feeder fish, legumes, Carolina rice, and backyard vegetables. As we turn the page of the past, a voice is singing, "Pay attention now, we ain't gonna be here always." Indeed, these communities are increasingly threatened by tourism and development, but despite these challenges, a fresh generation rooted in Gullah is spelling out stories and thriving, honoring the nuances of Howie, cooperative and communal people. One of those folks in the whole country, one of probably the most prominent persons in the whole country that is preserving Gullah Geechee culture is right here in our space. Chef BJ Dennis.
I feel like I already done, we've been knowing each other, right? I seem kind of low. Sure. Like this better. So what's up, y'all? So she introduced me, but we all kind of been breaking bread together the last couple of days, and I'm just so happy to be here with y'all. Like I said, if anybody want to stay in touch with me, please. However I can help, I'm here. She introduced y'all a little bit about the culture. I'm Chef BJ Dennis, born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina. Have a lot of family up here. A lot of family in New York I don't even know. Because if you know about our culture, they say, especially in Harlem, was a little Charleston where I'm from. Most of the people during the Harlem Renaissance stuff came from down south. A lot of them stayed in Harlem. So there's a big kind of Harlem, Charleston connection. A big Charleston NY connection in general. But Gullah Geechee culture is one of the first, I guess, quote unquote, new cultures of what we call the new world. There's nothing new about this world. This place been here before colonizers and da-da-da. And we can go deeper than that, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the Gullah culture. Gullah culture basically is a language. Have y'all heard about Creoles and New Orleans and stuff like that? Very similar. No, I don't talk with the typical Southern, like you hear Nicole's accent is a very typical deep Southern accent. We have a more of a, kind of almost like West Indians, in a sense. I know when I get animated, you can really hear it. There's certain words we say in our culture that is directly to West Africa that we say every day. I mean, who call a mama, mama? Do y'all know that came from West Africa? That means mother. So a lot of the West African phrases that we say in the Gullah culture, our language is the Creole language. A lot of people don't really speak it no more. A lot of the elders, we were told not to speak it. You told my parents they were Gullah Geechee, there was a fight. Because it was a thing of ignorance. Oh, you need to learn how to speak properly. Oh, don't say in it. Because we say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where you going yet? We be like, them boys stupid in it. You know what I'm saying? Them boys stupid in it. That's just like, right? But we were told not to say these words. We were told not to say scrape and screep. Because when our ancestors came from West Africa, in the pidgin tribal languages, there was no t sound. So nobody was saying street. was straight. So back home, people were so isolated. Even during the colonial days, the city where I was from back then was majority free and enslaved people. So they kept hold of a lot of traditions, a lot of language, a lot of food. Y'all got to see that yesterday with the rice that we ate, that we cooked, the okra stew. Those are things that are indigenous to the culture. I started off about 5 years ago really pushing this. It was something that I really didn't think about. I just saw a lack of representation in the city for the culture. Like, they will always sell our own culture, but we couldn't sell our culture. So you come to Charleston, this is the #1 tourist city, quote unquote, in the country. Some people say in the world. I mean, that's BS. You know, that's not real. The reality in my city is we're still struggling with our school systems. The same issues y'all see up here, we have back home. But they try to put a mask over everything. Same thing we do up here, right? Put a mask on everything. When the reality is, we're still fighting for our freedoms, we're still fighting for equality, and back home we're still fighting for rights to push our culture. So, anybody familiar with Gullah Geechee culture? I know we talked about it a little bit, but have y'all heard about Gullah Geechee before? Y'all heard about Geechee people?
No. I don't want to sound like childish, but I remember when I was younger there was a show called Gullah Gullah Island.
Yes, yes. So Gullah Gullah Island is a fictional reality. The people who ran that show were really Gullah people. They actually were just in New York doing something. Very good people. I know them personally. I know the daughter personally. Gullah Gullah Island, Gullah culture. Okay. It's a Creole language. Some of the same Creole words you hear Jamaicans say, like nam, eat, we say that too. So it's basically the Creole languages that came from West Africa. These are West African words that were kind of English, or like Haitians speak patois. That is French Creole. That is, but they say Africanisms in the French language. Same thing with the Gullah. We speak, like, if you hear somebody speak pure Gullah, I don't even understand it. There's few words I can say, like crack we teeth like this, yeah? Crack we teeth is talking. We crack we teeth, talking to each other. Like Kuda, it's a turtle. Y'all heard the word Baba before? When y'all think about Baba, what you think about? What's that? That's a good point. And typically back home, when somebody say Baba, they're thinking of a typical, we call a redneck, white southerner. But Baba also means boy, boy in West Africa. These are words that came with us. We don't understand that most of the slang we use, the quote unquote ebonics, come from real pidgin languages. Like we say, boy, where you at? Where you at? Where is it? You know, these are things that we do back home that we still cherish. That now we're like, no, fuck what y'all say. We gonna do what we do. We gonna represent ourselves. And I'm gonna get to a point. Don't ever conform who you are. You gotta play the game, but don't conform who you are. We all gotta navigate through this little system that they got us in, right? But don't conform who you are. So I started off doing this. I started off cooking. I'm 39. Started off cooking 20 years ago. I'm a college dropout. Yeah, flunk out. Partying. I hustled. Wasn't really paying attention. Wasted my parents' money. So I had to start working in kitchens. I was a dishwasher, a busboy, food runner. Went to local trade school. Had to pay my parents' rent. Had to also pay for most of my school. And from that point, I just started working. And I'm still hustling. It don't stop. But my passion has gotten me this far. For the last 5 years, I said, I ain't working for y'all no more. And let me say another point. Don't be scared to work for somebody, but learn the game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because everybody has different variables. You got kids you gotta take care of, you know what I'm saying? But you might be teaching your kids to be the next big entrepreneur and whatever. Like my father, I always thought could be an entrepreneur. This man could work on cars, could do whatever. But he always worked for people. I saw that and I said, you know what? I wanna do something different. Because we have an entrepreneurial spirit in all of us, but all of us can't always work for people because of situations. You may have family, you may have kids, there's necessities, but you may be raising the next big time tech person. There's so many things out here. for y'all. But I know most of y'all foodies, y'all want to get into the food world, right? Listen, follow your passion, follow your dreams. There's so many different variables now. You don't have to be in the kitchen. You know, like, I'm gonna point out the sister right here, because when she went to the garden, she was like, oh, boom, 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 boom. That's her passion. She needed to take that and figure out how to work that passion. Everybody has a passion inside of them, right? Something. It could be you like to do YouTube videos. You can flip that into food sessions, right? You and your people get on the camera, y'all mix and mingle, out there bugging on the camera, right? And y'all can be selling those type of things. Look outside the box. Look bigger than what's in front of you, and that's hard, right? Sometimes when you're living in a situation in life and certain things in front of you, it seems like a brick wall, but there's always bulldozers right there with you. If you got the right energy, the right passion, somebody gonna help you bulldoze those walls down. Or you can kick the wall down yourself and keep it moving. But follow your passion, follow your goals. And that's what I did. You know, I was like, you know what? Let me tell y'all. 5 years ago, right? I started doing my own little thing. I was like, man, I want to start catering. There's no representation of my culture in my city. I started catering. I had a part-time job. I got, like a year in, I got 2 big catering gigs back to back. Like I put a couple stacks in the pocket real quick. I was like, yo, this is it. So I quit my part-time job. And for the next 3 to 4 months, I ain't had shit. Literally, right? Couldn't move back in my parents' house because my parents were raising my little sister 4 kids. I couldn't pay rent for 3 months straight, and my landlord, I was late on my rent, and my landlord, like, that was it. I was like, yo, what am I going to do? I thought I was going to be on the streets, right? But somebody was there for me because they saw what I was doing, the passion. People watching what you do, they might not say nothing to you, but people looking. If they see you working hard, they looking. My cousin was there for me because I was like, where am I gonna move at? Where am I gonna live? What I'm gonna do? She let me move in, and for the first 6 months, I was like slow, I had nothing going on. She was like, yo, we gotta figure this out. I kept faith in me, and next year, you know, I kept rolling. I got more gigs, I got a contract with a local hospital, and now I'm back on my feet. It's not easy, y'all, but people will be there for y'all, I promise. I promise. So don't think that it's the end-all, be-all. After y'all leave this program, remember this, like, you got to continue to push your passion. It's hard. It ain't easy out here. Believe me, I'm still hustling. Ain't nobody giving me nothing. If I was back home, if I was one of those white boys back home, I would have been had investors say, yo, here's a couple $100,000, open up something. But it ain't like that. So I got to continue to push my narrative. Don't stop. You know, it's hard, yo. I know it ain't easy. But I believe in all y'all. All y'all got something special. Every one of y'all in here. I watched that. Every one of y'all in here got something special. You know what I'm saying? You may not think that, or people may not tell you that every day, but I'm telling y'all that. Just being around y'all, every one of y'all got something special. Everybody. No matter how hard it is, yo. Everybody got something special in them. You know, it just takes the right environment for that to be brought out. So we got the little. We were talking about the Charleston kitchens, the Caribbean kitchens. So I left Charleston in 2004.